President Joe Biden. Biden says minimum wage increase probably not going to survive as part of COVID-19 relief package. President Joe Biden says his proposal to increase the federal minimum wage to $15 an hour is unlikely to make it into the final $1.9 trillion COVID-19 relief package after negotiations with Congress. Biden, who advocated for a minimum wage increase before the pandemic began, has pitched the idea as an effective way to help working-class Americans cope with the economic consequences of the crisis. No one should work 40 hours a week and live below the poverty wage. And if you're making less than $15 an hour, you're living below the poverty wage, the president told CBS Evening News host Norah O'Donnell on Friday. But he conceded that his plan to raise the federal minimum rate did not look likely to be a part of the new relief legislation. "I put it in, but I don't think it's going to survive," he said. Many Republicans opposed Biden's attempt to raise the federal minimum wage, and some Democrats also had concerns. "Real people are hurting," Biden says. Weak jobs report shows why $1.9 trillion in COVID relief is needed. Senator Joe Manchin, DW.V., told reporters last week that he doesn't support increasing the federal minimum wage to $15 an hour. But Manchin, a moderate Democrat, "I'm supportive of an increase that's responsible and reasonable," Manchin said, "and in my state that's $11. Manchin added that the increased rate should account for inflation. Republican Senator Joni Ernst of Iowa said she was concerned about raising the minimum wage during the pandemic. A $15 federal minimum wage would be devastating for our hardest-hit small businesses at a time when they can least afford it, Ernst said. Senator Tim Scott, RSC, echoed Ernst, tweeting Saturday that raising the minimum wage amid a pandemic is a tone-deaf idea authored by Washington elites. Scott co-sponsored Ernst's amendment Thursday night to prevent a federal minimum wage increase to $15 an hour amid the pandemic. Despite the roadblocks Biden's push to raise the wage has faced, he does have the support of progressive Democrats, including Senator Bernie Sanders. Politics Live updates: $15 minimum wage unlikely to be in COVID relief bill, Biden says. The budget resolution the Senate passed today puts us on a path to finally raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour. It is a moral imperative in the richest country in the world that no one is forced to live on a starvation wage, and the American Rescue Plan will get it done. Sanders has backed a phased minimum wage increase. Democrats propose to increase the federal minimum wage to $15 an hour by 2025, raising it in 5 steps in the coming years. Although Senate Democrats have promised future legislation to increase the federal minimum wage, the Senate faced criticism for not including it in the latest package. Your reminder that 67% of Americans support raising minimum wage to $15 an hour, but it can be filibustered by 41 Republican senators. Robert Rick, former Secretary of Labor under the Clinton administration. Biden told O'Donnell that if his guess that the minimum wage increase won't be included in the relief package, he is prepared to negotiate a separate bill to make it happen. Subscribe to get more news.